All right, so this one was a lot of fun, and I'm gonna let y'all know right now, these were not what I expected at all. So we got the Yeezy Pod review. Let's get right into it. Now, when Ye originally announced his very first independent Yeezy release, it made a lot of noise, but I would say once he dropped the price of these down to 20 bucks, let's just say it sparked a lot of people's interest. So to kick things off, I wanna get right into sizing. I know many people are still considering purchasing these, or many people are still waiting for their orders to arrive. And as you may know, these only come in 3 sizes. Yeezy.com has actually updated their sizing guide a few different times, but I believe their most current sizing guide best accurately reflects the sizing guide. So they do recommend for a Yeezy Pod size 1, that's gonna reflect a US men's size 6 through 8.5, size 2, 9 through 10.5, and then a Yeezy Pod size 3 would be men's sizes 11 through 13. So again, on sizing, I can only go based off my recommendation here for sizing because I'm a true to size 10.5. We have a Yeezy size 2 right here. So once you flip the pods to the bottom, you will notice it does say made in Italy. And then you have these little dots on the second pod unit, which represent the sizing. So we have a size 2. You got 2 dots going on right here. Now, when I throw mine on feet, they do fit snug, so they fit good. The toe comes right up to the front area of the toe box. And I would say if, like, let's say I went up to a size 3, you would probably have a noticeable amount of room here in the toe box. So be very careful when purchasing your size. Hopefully this helps you guys. Now, as far as comfort, I feel like this was a very interesting area of concern, right? Everybody knows Yeezys were known for their comfort, but again, they were using that boost technology. So could Ye pull it off independently? Now, just for reference, if you guys follow the channel, I purchased these in advance. This is like a little $25 sock shoe that I got off Amazon. Wore these for a little trip in the Bahamas, and these were actually very comfortable. There's not really too much technology here. You just have a thin kind of rubber sole, a compressed upper, knitted upper, so they almost feel barefoot but comfortable at the same time. So I was actually surprisingly blown away by how comfortable these pods are. So you do have a thin sole unit inside, and then you have these 2 outer pod units which have some type of cushioning technology, because once I threw these on feet, they felt lightweight, they felt bouncy. And again, this is just my personal experience. Your experience could differ, but I felt real lightweight, I felt bouncy, it felt like they have a good amount of cushioning. But then again, I'm kind of light on my feet anyway. So as far as comfort, they feel great. As far as sizing, I would recommend to kind of go with something that's a little more tighter fitted, just because you don't want the pods to kind of slide around. So remember, you do have 2 pod units. The back one, you know, is going to be comfortable on your back heel, and then the front part is going to be comfortable when you take those steps. So comfortable overall. As far as styling these, now the pods design is very simple. It's very minimal. You just have the knitted sock-like upper. You got the 2 pod units. So before we do get into styling though, I did want to mention that the knitted upper is not very tight, and you do have different areas of tension, you know, to kind of like make them more comfortable. So in some areas they're a little tighter, in some areas they're a little more loose, and that's to form to your feet. It's not a thin sock material. It's actually quite thick, and I would compare this knitted material, like it's kind of tough to compare this to anything, but something that I do own would be like the Balenciaga Speed Trainer. It kind of reminds me of that. So as far as styling these, now Ye didn't invent the sock shoe or anything like that, but I would say just like he did with the slides, just like he did with the foam runners, he's kind of put his stamp on this design and kind of introduced it to a mainstream market. So this allows you to kind of be a pioneer and set the trend as far as styling these. So there's really no right or wrong way to do it. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a few different looks. First of all, we threw these on with a pair of sweatpants with the closed bottom. This is kind of more of the, I guess you could say, like traditional look that you see most people wearing these. I feel like they look really cool like that. It allows you to kind of show off the knitted sock-like upper of the shoe, and kind of allows you to present more of the details. You could also throw them on with a open bottom pair of baggier sweatpants, which is my preferred look. Much more comfortable, still looks cool. Just be aware that your pants will probably drag on the bottom, but that's typically the case with any type of baggier pants. And then just threw these on with my favorite pair of vintage Levi's 550, so, or 505s, whatever they're called. Just wanted to give you guys a look with jeans, since I don't want to say I probably haven't seen anybody really rocking these with jeans just yet. So again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. Just wanted to give you guys a few different looks. So salute to Stephen Smith. He actually did a little interview. He's the head of Donda Design, you know, kind of talking about the struggles of bringing and manufacturing and bringing a new silhouette like this to the market. There's a lot of overhead costs, you know, as far as the molds and manufacturing. They actually have to independently source all of the materials. As you guys see, the sole unit made in Italy. The knitted material is actually a very interesting process, and was surprised at how much technology goes into making a knitted upper actually comfortable on your feet. So we've seen Ye rocking different prototypes throughout the year. We've seen Stephen Smith and some of the Yeezy design team heading over to different factories in Italy, sourcing all the materials, and now we finally have the Yeezy PODS here, you know, ready to purchase. So you guys can grab these right now on Yeezy.com. I would highly recommend to most definitely check these joints out. You could fold them up, you could just throw them in the little bag. Oh yeah, forgot to say it, this is just a basic minimal packaging. These just come with a simple dust bag. So as far as the quality of this, I would most definitely recommend to grab these joints at 20 bucks. And I would say I would still even pay 100 bucks for these. I feel like they are still that good. And as far as the original retail price of $200 that they retailed at, I mean, I still honestly feel like, based off the quality of these joints and just like the comfortability and how unique they are, I still feel like they would be justified at 200 bucks. Now, if let's say they were to remove some of the glue stains, you could definitely see noticeable glue stains around the pod area. If they came with like some better packaging and let's say had a wider range of sizes, I could say that they could literally throw these joints up for a retail of $500 and they would still be worth it. So coming in at just the price of 20 bucks, I mean, it's a no-brainer. As I mentioned before, there are some flaws, like you will notice like some glue stains. The packaging is just real simple and you don't have the range of sizing, but coming in at 20 bucks, I feel like that kind of just throws all of those questions and complaints right out the door. As far as like the glue stains, that's something that we always have when it comes to like sneaker manufacturing. It's never been something that's really bothered me. It's just something you could kind of notice when you really look at these up close. As far as the packaging, you know, I always appreciate good packaging, but at the end of the day, are we wearing the packaging? No. It would have been much better if they could have came in a wider range of sizes, but because it is a sock-like upper and kind of forms to your feet, and the pods are not just a single unit, you have two different units, it does kind of actually make this flex sizing a little more flexible. So I would say overall, they probably cut down on the manufacturing costs, you know, without the wide range of sizes, less quality control from a major corporation, and minimal packaging, which allows Ye to be able to sell these off at 20 bucks. But even coming in at 20 bucks, I still have questions of like if they're able to make a profit off these. I guess they must cost like $1 to make or something like that. But overall, loving the Yeezy Pods. Are these like a game changer, something like that for the footwear industry? Probably not, but I'm gonna have a lot of fun, you know, rocking these. There's something unique, something cool and funky and new, and I'm definitely having a lot of fun wearing these. So probably not a game changer in the footwear industry or anything like that, but I would say, just as Ye tends to do year after year, I'm sure these will be very influential. We may not see other companies putting out their own like sock-like shoe or whatever, but maybe the sole unit will be an influence. It's a thin sole, but somehow still provides like cushioning and comfort, and I don't know how they're pulling it off. And as far as this technology goes, this is what makes me excited for the future of Yeezy. We've seen them teasing some slides. We know boots are in the works. Stephen Smith has already confirmed sneakers are in the works as well. So with this technology, that kind of answers all the questions as far as comfort, and I'm very excited about the future of Yeezy. But just wanted to check in with y'all, give you my first impressions on the Yeezy Pods. I'm sure many of you guys already got your pairs, and many other people are waiting patiently for their pairs to arrive. So if you're interested in checking these out and you haven't already done so, head over to Yeezy.com, get you a pair of pods for just 20 bucks. So we're gonna wrap things up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, help me out by dropping a like. So I'm JA. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love. Let me take these pods with me.